There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb, and today we're going to be taking a look at quick time events. So this is the way the module looks. It's got a little black top left display in here on the corner, and it has 4 symbols imitating a PlayStation controller. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be figuring out which button to press based off of several different calculations. Those are very simple in this case because obviously we have to press this 5 different times in order for the module to solve, and for each press we must do it within 7 seconds. This is what it means by QuickTime events. So we're going to press any module to start press any button to start the module, and when this is done, the display will show one of these symbols up top, and one of the buttons will light up underneath, and that's what you'll use for calculations. So what we need to remember is we need to figure out what the values of each of these guys are. In this case, triangle corresponds to 1, square corresponds to 2, circle corresponds to 3, and X-ray corresponds to 4. It's very important that for this module you have those kind of memorized, because that's going to be the making or breaking of this module. Because you'll understand coming in later what these mean. A good way of memorizing it is you can do TC to TSCX, which in this case you start from Tango, you go backwards into the alphabet, lapping around to X-ray in this case. Or what you can do on the diffuser side is you can simply take a look at the news order of the modules. Each of the buttons stay the same on every module, and in this case, we start from news order. For those of you who aren't familiar with news order or blind maze, news order in this case is going to be corresponding to north, east, west, and south. And in this case, north, east, west, and south, north being triangle, which is number 1, square being east, which is number 2, circle being west, which is number 3, and X-ray being 4, which is south. Notice that it spells out news order, which in this case is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's another way you can memorize these guys. It also helps on the voice bomb, saying you can just, for example, you can just say down to left, whatever. We'll get into what all that means later on. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to start at the position that corresponds to the large table at the row of the first digit of the serial number, and the column is going to be the last digit of the serial number. Let's get that case. So in this case, our first digit is going to be a 3, and our last digit is going to be a 6. So we're going to start at the row, being the first digit, being a 3, and then the column is going to be number 6. And that's where we're going to start. We don't necessarily have to press that button, because it says, as it says up top here, press any button to start the module. So now what exactly are we going to be doing here? So each button has a value that we just determined, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to move down equal to the value of the symbol on the display, in this case being up top left here, and then we're going to move left in this case with the columns, the first part being the rows. We're going to move left equal to the value of the lit up button, wrapping around if necessary. And the button in this position is the button you will need to press. Alright, so let's get this module going. So this part is without question going to need some practice. It takes a bit to understand how this module works, and it takes a bit of memorization for these guys up here. But without doubt, I believe you guys can do it. So let's get this module going, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by how this module works. So let's take a look here. So the square, we're going to go down 2, and then the X-ray, we're going to go left 4 to square. Square, we're going to go down 2. Left, we're going to go left 4 in this case to 8. Square. We're going to go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go left 1 because it's a triangle. We're going to go down 1, then left 4 to 3. Then we're going to go down 1, then left 4 to 9, wrapping around. And just like that is a solved module. So let's take that last stage for example. So in this case, the symbol that was in the display was a triangle. We would simply move down 1, and then the last symbol that was highlighted on the button, in this case was an X-ray, we would simply move left 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what you're going to be doing for each stage. So let's take a look at another example. So in this case, we're going to start at 3, 6 in this case, and let's get the module going. So we're going to go move down 4 to 7, left 3 to square. We're going to go down 2, and then a left 2 to triangle, down 1 to 0, left 3 to 8, down 2 to 2, and then left 4 to 4, and then down 3 to 5, left 4 to 0. And just like that is a solved module. So it's pretty simple concept, but it definitely does require a bit of practice, especially with highlighting and whatnot. So just be very careful with that. And the hardest part of this is going to definitely be if you're doing this on a voice bomb. Communicating between the expert and the diffuser will lose a lot of time in this case because it pretty much becomes less. It doesn't become 7 seconds. It becomes more like 4 seconds. So you got to be very careful with that, and you need to figure out a way that you can communicate to your expert efficiently what you need to do. So, for example, you could just simply say 2 4, for example, and they would move down 4, down 2, and then left 4, something like that. So in this case, let's get one more example going. So we're going to do 3 6, starting our position there. Once the lights come back on, we'll take a look at this module. So let's get it going. We're going to go down 2, then left 4 to square, down 2, then left 4 to square, 2 square, then down 3, then left 4 to square, then down 3, then left 1 to triangle, then down 2, then left 3 to square, to circle, and just like that is a solved module. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.